Welcome to Homework Walkthrough Video 8.028 Independent Practice, Question 1. The coordinates of a point are given -6, -5, 6, -5. Okay. What are the coordinates of the point that has a distance of 5 units up from the given point? Well, let's investigate. 5 units up from the given point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 jumps up. What are the coordinates of this new point? Well, I shuffle on the carpet. I go over to -6. So -6 is our x value. And do I go up or down at all? Nope. I don't go up or down at all. So my y value is 0. -6, 0. Make sure to include those parentheses. -6, 0. Question 2. The coordinates of a point are given. What are the coordinates of a point that is 3.5 units down from the given point? 3.5 units down. Interesting. Curiouser and curiouser. So, let's break down this ordered pair. The first number tells us how far to the left or right we go. The second number tells us how far up or down we go. So if we're starting here at 5, 2.7, which is about here-ish, right? And we go down 3.5, that would be maybe like right here, right? Going down. We're not going to the left, we're not going to the right. So this first number should stay the same, but the second number changes. Now we don't have a graph with this question, but I think we could figure out how to find the answer to this without the graph. So we start at 2.7, and we go down 3.5. What kind of math is going down? Or losing? Yep, minus. 2.7 minus 3.5 minus 3.5, -0.8. So this would be the new y value. Instead of being above ground 2.7 units, you would be below ground, below the x-axis, -0.8 units. Thank you, subtraction. 5, -0.8. Parentheses 5, -0.8. Question 3. Find the distance between these 2 points. So we could use a graph to help us, but I think we don't need a graph for this. So it looks like here, if I were to give just estimates of where these points are, we're over 5, up 5.5, over 5, down 5.3. So this is about where they are. You define the distance between them. To find the distance between these 2 points, I think maybe let's use a formula like this. One of the y's minus the other y will give you the absolute value of the distance. Or let me write this different. The absolute value of the y's minus each other equals the distance. There we go. That's cleaner. Minus the y's Find the absolute value of the difference you find, and that is your distance. Okay, let's put this formula into practice. So it doesn't matter which y comes first, 5.5 minus negative 5.3, absolute value of it will equal the distance. 5.5 minus 5.3, well, if I minus a negative, that's the same as plusing. I could also just type that in my calculator how it is. This absolute value bar, 5.5. Minusing a negative, losing a loss is the same as plusing. So I could rewrite this as 5.5 plus 5.3. Well, I know 5 plus 5 is 10, and 0.5 plus 0.3 is 0.8. But let's test this out. 5.5 plus 5.3 equals, okay, 10.8. And let's try 5.5 minus 5.5 minus 5.3, but it's a negative. Okay, still 10.8. So 10.8. Absolute value of it is D. Now, reminder about what absolute value is. Absolute value means distance from zero. Distance from zero. Absolute values are never negative. So if our answer was negative 10.8, our answer would just be 10.8. That's how far it is from zero, how far these 2 points are from each other. But since our answer is just a positive, it just stays a positive. 10.8. So for distance questions, the answer will always be positive. It's how far are these points from each other? It's always positive. Distance is always positive. Find the distance between the 2 points. Let's see about where these 2 points are going to be. 2 and negative 0.1, so like right here, and then 2, negative 6.6. Okay. Looks like the x value doesn't change, so we kind of can ignore that first number because it doesn't change. There is no distance between the first number. There's only a distance between these y coordinates. The formula we can use to find the distance between y coordinates, or find the distance between coordinates when one of the values is the same, is you subtract the ones that change. So here for the y. So we do the first y minus the second y, and we find the absolute value. Meaning, if it's a negative, we write whatever the positive version of that is. And if it's positive, we keep it positive. So let's do that. Let's put this formula into action. Absolute value of negative 0.1 minus negative 6.6. Minusing a negative is the same as adding. So let's type that. Let's rewrite this. Negative 0.1 plus 6.6, absolute value. Okay, what is negative 0.1? Negative 0.1 plus 6.6, 6.5. So absolute value of 6.5 is 6.5. I mean, absolute value turns everything into a positive, even if it was already positive. So that means these points are 6.5 jumps away. 6.5 jumps away from each other. Distance is never negative. It is always positive. You move 6.5 every time. You can't really move. Distance can't really be negative, I guess, unless you walk backwards. Then it could be negative, maybe. Yay! Distance is never negative. Question 5. The graph shows the plotted points. Use the graph to find the distance between the 2 points. Okay, use the graph to find the distance between the 2 points. So we have 2, 7 and 2, 0. How far away are these points from each other? I think since we don't have decimals, we just have integers, especially integers smaller than 10, I can use my fingers in this graph to help me. So let's count the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, let's try again with our marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jumps. It is 7. That is the distance between the 2 points. Use the graph. Oh, the graph shows the 2 plotted points. 2, -5, 2, 7, -7. Use the graph to find the distance between the 2 points. Now again, distance is never negative on this homework. Distance is never negative. You don't go -5 miles to the store. You don't go out and run -2 miles, unless you run backwards maybe. So let's maybe try using this graph and counting. Also, since there's no decimals in this question, I think counting would be the most efficient strategy. How far are these points from each other? 1, 2. They are 2 from each other. 2. Use the graph to find the distance between the 2 points. -6, 7 and -6, -5. Let's use our marker to help us find the distance between these 2 points. So starting here, I'm going to count the jumps. 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps, 5 jumps, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's count that again just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12 jumps. 12 is the distance. Oh yeah. If you need more help with this homework, please let me know. I'd love to help, especially help you. Good luck and goodbye.